This, this is a bastardization of the snakes and ladders game. We call it Cops and Comrades. This Cops and Comrades tells the story of the Masilela family and operatives that liberated you and how they survived until we got our freedom. Unlike other snakes and ladders games, it does not end at position 100. It ends at position 101, which we call it the change of an epoch. And that is June 2023. That's when our old man died. And that closes the game. So the game has two versions. This is version 2. And our children, our great-grandchildren will probably extend it to 120, 150 positions. But this is where we end at this point in time. Now, in line with what Life Choices does, they'll tell you exactly what they do. We would like to donate this game to Life Choices. And the people that they look after will find this very, very informative. It is a historical journey. It is an emotional journey. It is a journey that you can find yourself in it. And to Life Choices, you have the floor to tell the gathering what you do. And this will be handed over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I feel very overwhelmed because I'm looking at each and every person. You look very camped. You look cool, yeah? My name is Innocent. I'm head of fundraising at Life Choices. I've been with the organization for the past 14 years. Many people always say that I'm part of furniture, but I don't believe that. I'm part of development. I'm part of development. And with my colleagues that are going to share our story, because I've decided that I'm not going to talk alone. I want the work to speak for itself. I want my colleagues to share their testimonies of what we do. But let me just give you a brief history of Life Choices. The organization was started on the 23rd of July, 2005 by the Salesian of Don Bosco. After they got funding from America, a funding that was supposed to address the problem of HIV and AIDS at the time. So it was a project that was started with a lifespan of 5 years. It was supposed to end in 2010. Interesting enough, the organization evolved, the project evolved into an organization. And on the 11th of January 2011, it was registered as an independent existing organization, living under the ethos of the Salesians, the preventative model or the preventative method. What is this preventative method? The Salesians actually started what we call the Salesians of Don Bosco in the second industrial revolution, when a lot of young people were displaced in Europe. And hence, Don Bosco actually pulled these young people, one of them being Savio, and he pulled them and he said, let's establish a community and provide you with skills so that you can empower yourself post the second industrial revolution. Hence, the preventative method was started. The preventative method is all about getting young people in spaces of productivity. Hence, the story of the Salesians, they've evolved. They operate in approximately 138 countries. They have a representative in the UN. It's made up of more than 17,000 priests, and it's made up of approximately 20,000 nuns and more than 50,000 cooperators. It's a movement. It's huge. With Life Choices, after we gained our autonomy, we registered with the formally name that is written, which is Salesian Life Choices on the 11th of January, 2011. And then in 2021, we went back to our original name, which is Life Choices. We are run by an independent board. We are not a faith-based organization. We call ourselves a humanistic organization. As I've said earlier on, I want the work to speak for itself. I'm going to be asking a few questions to my colleagues. I have Ryan, who is who's working for Life Choices. He's going to share a little bit more about what he does. Ryan, can you tell us a little bit more about what you do at Life Choices, how we encountered Life Choices?
Thanks, hi, everybody. Nice to meet you, see you, have dinner with you. Thank you for the opportunity to engage. Thank you for the history lesson as well. It is very informative. And the Snakes and Ladders, I think it was testament to some of the work that we do. My name is Ryan Giel. Sorry, I'm not wearing yellow, but my surname is Yellow. So I've worn that my whole life. I'm the campus director at the moment for Life Choices Academy. We run many interventions. Some are field-based programs where we work with youth directly in schools within the Cape Flats communities, as well as obviously our campus-based programs, which is focused specifically on skills for employment purposes. The Academy was launched in 2017, and what we do at the Academy is we prepare young unemployed youth for opportunities of employment. And we do that predominantly through in-demand skill sets or in-demand industries. So coding and solar, for instance, are kind of our two big focus points at the moment. The Academy at the moment upskills roughly, say, 180 youth a year into employment. And to date, our success rate is 80%. So we've been doing really, really well, and been running since 2017. And the introduction of the Academy was obviously based on the fact that we started seeing 2015, 2014, we started seeing the youth unemployment issue rise. And we realized, obviously, within our portfolio, we didn't have an employment solution for our youth. We had many other interventions, leadership in schools, health education, family dynamics. But the one thing we didn't solve for was employment. And today, obviously, that program is 50% of our budget. It's 50% of our whole program's efforts. And I think that is testament to the successful work that we're doing. But I also think it's also due to the massive demand that there is for youth unemployment in our country. So, I hope that covers questions, unless there are any others. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Many times when you talk of youth unemployment, we give it a percentage, 34, 35%. It's 9 million people. 9 million. It's a lot. It needs to be addressed, or else you are going to have another revolution. It's a fact. It's going to come from young people, and it might not be very comfortable for many of us. Thank you, Ryan. Queen, you journeyed with Life Choices more or less since inception from 2005 as a beneficiary. And now I would like you to share where you are positioned and where you see yourself moving forward with Life Choices with prospects of the future. Can you tell us a brief story, briefly about your story?
All that comes to my mind is, yes, Anna, am I really doing this? So my name is Queen. I work at Life Choices, as he said. I am a beneficiary at the organization. And why did I stay so long? Because Life Choices always asks why. Why are we doing what we do? And what does it answer to? And we go and journey to find those answers. I think as I stand here, I'm a testament of evolving. I'm a testament of learning. I'm a testament of not being afraid to be challenged. I do find that as people, the hardest things that we're faced with is dealing with ourselves. Being able to be alone, being able to speak to yourself, to challenge yourself, to grow, and to do the things that you want to do the most. And I think Life Choices gave me that, and I said, I want to pass this on to young people. And as excited as I am, as I stand here, one of our alumni is here, and I remember conversations we'd have, and for me, it's being able to say, I'm here for you, to a young person who says, where I come from, there's no one who wants to listen to me. There's no one who wants to support me in education and I come in and I say, let's sit down. Where do you want to study? What do you want to do after matric? Are you studying? What's standing in your way that we can work with and overcome? It's to say you are resilient, to be that picture. So Life Choices, it's a conviction for me, and it's a platform to do what I love, and that is growing and grooming young people and just planting a seed. And it's an honor for me every day being there. And yeah, what do I do at Life Choices? Well, I work with the post-matrics, but also as the new programs develop, they say, Queen, please pass on some of that pearls of wisdom. And that's what I do, and I love it every day. Thank you so much.
I'm sure you are able to arc the journey. What do we do?